Now in lab 7, we're adding the website. So first of all, we had to ask ChatGPT to make us a single basic HTML file for VDS. We described who VDS were, a indie gaming company, and I also, as an added extra, put the game that I made in Unit 14 into this ChatGPT prompt to make the website more personalized to me and the game that I made, which was Guess the Emoji. And as you can see over here is a bit of the HTML file that we're going to use later to make the finished website. Now, we're going to go into a site called WinSCP. Now we have to log in using our hostname that we created in Lab 6, the username webmaster, and we didn't actually need the password, I don't think, but I used the password anyway for webmaster from the PuTTY server, and it worked, so it's okay. So yeah, we logged in as webmaster, and then in advanced settings, when we click the advanced button, we go to this authentication section right here. Then we clicked these 3 dots that I'm pointing at right here under the private key file, and I selected the key for the user I'm logging in as, which was the webmaster private key that we made a few labs ago. Then this was the screen when I pressed OK and then login. This was the screen that showed up. On the left hand side are my documents on my personal computer, and on the right side is basically the AWS Ubuntu web server webmaster home directory. Then we had to create a folder in webmaster, in the webmaster folder on the side. We had to create that, and it was called HTML in the webmaster's home directory. And now in this picture, as you can see, the HTML folder is now on the right hand side of the panel. And then we had to drag the HTML file from the start of lab 7, so basically the one that ChatGPT gave us, this index HTML right here, into the right panel right here. And then that will allow us to put the website's files in the right place in the server using the command in the first line above, which is sudo mvindex.html and this. And then when we typed our server's name into the web browser, instead of the old website that came up, this website came up as expected using the ChatGPT HTML file, which was good. This was the finished website. Now in lab 8, we had to install the server antivirus. So we had to log in as Ubuntu, and where it says sudo apt get update right there, we had to update the servers on the Ubuntu Linux operating system. This is the picture right here. And then we had to install the ClamAV antivirus package right here in this picture. And then when the installation was finished, I wrote the command in the top line in the picture above right there. And then that basically, then I had to basically go to WinCP. I had to log back into WinSCP. I had to use the webmaster user that I made already. And in the bottom left hand corner, as you can see, there's a file called u7.7d. That was a file we had to already download for this lab. And we basically had to just drag it into the right hand panel in the home/webmaster folder in the directory, and then we had to log into webmaster into the webmaster user on the Ubuntu server using the Ubuntu key. Then by using the ls-al command, I could then see that the u7.cvd antivirus signature file that we downloaded before is listed as above. Then this command on the top line in the picture right there, sudo clamscan, That runs the ClamAV antivirus scanner, and scanning a file that looks like a virus. That's what we did next. Because this file we uploaded into the server, it contains a well-known virus signature, so we were just testing if ClamAV works, which it did, which was good, so it scanned it. And then it basically notified us that an infected file has been found. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you, and those are all the labs.